300 10 lapper. This should be very good. We've got Corn Buchanan, Harry Parker, Dave Fellows, Jason Hearn. What a front row that's going to be. Caleb Gilmore, Blaze Heaven. We go back to Luca Durning and Justin Maunda. That's row number 2. Kane Bentley, James Hoogie, Shane Miller and Logan Rao. That's going to be our awesome row number 3. We've got plenty on here, all to play for. As our Timaru Yamaha Supersport 300 racing is about to get underway, but can anyone stop this man here? Cormac Buchanan, he won 3 from 3 last round on the number 28 Blue Crew Yamaha machine. One to try and spoil the party will be the number 24 Harry Parker, the local man from Timaru Yamaha and MPF Finance Timaru. He is a very fast man around here. What a good start those two boys get there. So Cormac Buchanan leads Harry Parker into turn number 1. We've got plenty of action here. A lot of guys can get up for podium positions here. It's good to see Jason Hearn. He didn't get the best start there, but on the pace this weekend. But Dave Fellows and Caleb Gilmore having a good fight there, 3rd and 4th place. So keep an eye on this one here as they head down the back straight. It's Corn Buchanan, Harry Parker, then we go back to Caleb Gilmore, Dave Fellows. Then we go to Jason Hearn ahead of Luca Durning, rounding them out. They're nearly 3 wide as they head into turn number 4. These guys are on at the moment. This is going to be 10 laps. We're going to see lead changes many times. Some good tussles there. And great to have a massive field, 19 Supersport 300 competitors out there. And shout out to the girl power of Eve Scrivener. She is entered in this one as well. So check this one out here. We've got a 10-lap Supersport 300 race thanks to Timaru Yamaha. And drama for James Hugenbosen, not making the start of this one here. So a bit of drama already as one of our top contenders is sideline already.
A little bit of bad luck, and back again to our awesome story with Michelle McLean. First of all, Michelle, the sidecar racing gig for girls, it's not exactly sort of like a common sport. It's not netball or hockey. What got you hooked?
I actually came to watch one of my good friends, Becky, come and race a classic sidecar in Taupo in either late October, early November, and decided, oh, I like the fun, I want to give that a go. So she introduced me to as many people as she could, and I got lucky and marked a spot on the F2, so jumped straight on.
So then once you hopped on, was it the buzz that you had thought it was from standing on the side of the track?
It's definitely a lot of fun, and it doesn't feel as fast as the numbers suggest. But yeah, I've loved it, haven't stopped smiling.
But what about the fact you've been talking about these bruises, and for a lady to talk about bruises, I tell you, there might be some bloke who'd end up in court for something like that, but you're knocking yourself round. It obviously is super hard.
Well, they did look at me a little bit sideways in the medical clinic when I turned up with some tummy pain and all these bruises all over me. Reassured that it wasn't trauma related. Well, it wasn't this particular thing that was trauma related. It was a few days ago I fell off. But yeah, there's a few bruises that happen. I'm still learning and we're still gelling as a team. So when I learn where every hand hold is and how to race each track individually, then I'm sure the bruises will get less and I can put more padding where I'm expecting them to turn up.
So you're super keen to make the next 2 rounds in the North Island?
Definitely said I'm trying to make it to Hampton Downs in 6 weeks. They said that should be enough time for a good recovery. So all going well, I'll take it easy and work my way back up, and I'll see everyone at Hampton Downs.
Well done, Michelle. Thank you very much for spending the time with us. Brad, what a super lady. Man, what stories.
Oh, absolutely brilliant stuff. We've got a lot of awesome ladies in our sidecar field, and full credit to them. They do such a wonderful job. I take my hat off to them. Couldn't do that for sure. We've got our top 7, even our top 8 riders in the 112s last time around. The fastest man on track was actually the man in 6th place, Luca Durning, on the Barrack Sports Bar Dentist machine. So these guys here, genuine 5-way fight for the leader. This one, Caleb Gilmore, led by 1/10 of a second when they crossed the line. Cormac Buchanan, Dave Fellows, Jason Hearn. That's the update at the moment. Caleb Gilmore, 2nd row start, and by the time we crossed the checkered flag strip after lap number 1, he was in the lead already. So this man has got the bit between the teeth. He is leading at the moment. Harry Parker ahead of Cormac Buchanan, Dave Fellows. These guys here had some great battles at Ruapuna. We've got Jason Hearn in the mix on the BAS expansion joints. Biggles racing that machine as well. Everyone is on fire here at the moment. So this one here, look out for this one. It's Caleb Gilmore at the moment, but this could change at any moment. All in the 112s again. And this time it's Jason Hearn that goes the quickest lap. So almost inseparable lap time. They're all within 2/10 of a second. The entire top 8 lapping in the 112s. And this one's going to be frantic pace. The Timaru Yamaha Supersport 300, we're 2 laps down, and we've got 7.5 laps to go.
And look at that out from that third rider, Cormac Buchanan. He's great at doing that. First of all, he comes out of the Castrol sweeper, but then he tucks up on the left-hand side or the inside of the straight so that the riders behind him can't get a slipstream advantage. Slipstream's been a huge amount in this racing. As you can see, they're bunched so tight together. If you can get behind another rider, you actually get sucked along. We see it with the peloton and great cycling, of course. We know all about it from the likes of the Tour de France and other events at the moment, of course. I think there's a great cycling event happening in the North Island, New Zealand over this weekend. Wishing all those, our fellow sports people, we love them and appreciate them as well. So, but it's that philosophy of what you get, and in fact, it's the practice of perfecting it and how you get it. And Cormac knows the advantage it is. So rather than trying to take the advantage, he wants to stop anybody getting an advantage on him, and he moves over to the side. So then when he does all his hard work, he can then perhaps get the projectile. See that? And he's just done the work nicely, because there's that little bit of a gap now back to 4. See, we go 1, 2, 3. Now, it might only be about 2 bike lengths, but every part of that will be crucial. But Brad, what's happening here for Caleb Gilmore? This is unreal. I thought of anybody to be in front of Cormac, it was going to be Harry Parker. Yes, Harry's in front of Cormac, and he's back to third at the moment. But Caleb Gilmore proving that's no one-lap wonder. He's out and flying.
Yeah, absolutely. Just moved to the South Island in the last 12 months, and under the mentorship of Dennis Charlotte, he's done a lot of laps around levels now, and did the King of Ruapuna series, the King of Level series, and has got that bike set up beautifully. As they go down the back straight, Cormac Buchanan's going to pull up alongside his teammates. So the 2 Yamaha Blue Crew boys are absolutely on fire as we go into turn number 4. Beautiful, fast left-hander. Caleb Gilmore leads now from Cormac Buchanan ahead of Harry Parker. And Dave Fellows has now got himself in the mix as well. So Dave Fellows has now moved up into 3rd place. This is all on here. These guys are going to be chopping and changing. And we're nearly at half race distance. It feels like we only just started. These guys are absolutely frantic. So Timaru Yamaha right at home at Timaru. Down the main road, timaruyamaha.co.nz. Check them out. They're bringing us this action here. It's on here at the moment. Caleb Gilmore still leads Cormac Buchanan. Bearing in mind, these guys have got to keep the same set of tyres for the weekend. It's the same with the Pro Twin class. So these guys do have to be in mind about that. This place is very crucial to keep tyre wear and up your sleeve. Cormac Buchanan up the inside, so he's got that job done into turn number 1. The Parenco S's, what a line from him there. He'd come from way back. And this just shows you how classy he is. So Cormac Buchanan now leads Caleb Gilmore, Dave Fellows, Jason Hearn, and Harry Parker now slipped back to 5th place. So Harry now the man with work to do, but he is on the borrowed bike this weekend. Had a bit of engine wear on the cars after round number 1, so credit to how well he rode up there. We've got Jason Hearn in there. Kane Bentley's got himself into the mix as well, so we've got a full-on 6-way, 7-way fight there, and fastest man on track. The first man to go into the 1:11's Kane Bentley on the first of the KTM's home, back in 7th place.
And Brad, he is only 0.9 of a second behind the race leader, so that top 7 is separated by less than 1 second. That is frantic. It's fantastic. It's what we want to see, and it's because of the rules. Production-based racing, can't do many changes to the bike. This is a fabulous little R3 Yamaha. You can pick it up from your favourite Yamaha dealer and go racing on it. It's the same bike you use to cruise the road or go to work on or commute around the likes of Auckland. This would be a mix of, your main South Road, Great North Road, but get it out on the motorway as well. And you've got an awesome bike here that can be a package to go racing. Look at this from Cormac. Now that he's gone to front, he's broken clear. The other 6 behind him haven't got as many answers, so he's just put in an exceptional lap in the lap that counted. He'll be gutted for the fact that he'd made the hiccups, I'll call them. It wasn't a mistake, it was just a hiccup. It just didn't go to his plan. That he was actually there and 1, went back to 3, and then he fights his way back. It's all the tactics, the thinking. It's a preparation going on. In the pits this morning, you'd think he was a lonely guy sitting in a chair. He's got his headphones on. He's just thinking about what he's going to be doing for racing, concentrating on that. This is a kid, folks, that's going to Red Bull Rookies, the greatest indoctrination into world motorcycle sport that there is. It is the cup that really has our champions of the future, and that was proved in 2020. Jean Mir, our Suzuki MotoGP champion, is actually the first Red Bull rookie to go on and to be a world champion, and that's the potential of what we've got here with Cormac Buchanan. 14 years of age, he can't even ride or drive on the streets of New Zealand, yet here he is racing at his fastest on our most brilliant racetracks. Bring it on. Last weekend, 2 GB titles, 6 wins out of 6 races, 2 poles, so bonus points, and 2 records in breaking the lap records. The most exceptional talent we've seen in many years. Cormac Buchanan busting clear in this lineup for our 300 class. Brought to us by Timaru Yamaha.
Yeah, he's put the hammer down too. He's 1:11.1, so he's much quicker than anyone around him. He's got a 2.5 seconds now ahead of Caleb Gilmore. Harry Parker's got himself into 3rd place, so after slipping back to 5th a couple of laps ago, he's now got himself right in the hunt here. So this one here, Harry Parker's going to want to use all his local experience. He's the man from Timaru Yamaha. He's on the MTF Finance Blue Crew Yamaha. He's flying at the moment. Third place for him. Dave Fellows. What a good job Dave done. Up here in fourth place on the TR20 machine. Jason Hearn still on the hunt as well. There's any one of these 5 riders that could win this race. Luca Durning and Kane Bentley, they're still in touch as well. 6th and 7th. We've got Logan Rowell, Blaze Heaven, Regan Bray. That's our top 10. We go back to Shane Miller, Dylan Byrne, Justin Maunder, Ollie Fura, Maddie Berry, top 15 for Maddie. Well done to Maddie. Qualified 20th at Ruapuna, ended up with 17th overall. So this will be some great championship points for her. We go back to Alyssa Walton and Esmond Williams, our top 17 out on track, and they did not start for Eve Scrivener, so hopefully everything's okay with Eve. Had a bit of a crash in the qualifying session, so just hoping she's okay as we get this one coming down to the business end. 2 laps to go now for Cormac Buchanan as he crosses the line. He was a 1:11.1 last time around and doesn't improve his lap time. A 1:11.6 that time around. But stretch that advantage out even further. So he's 1.6 seconds clear of now the man from Timaru in second place. It's Harry Parker. He knew what he was doing the whole time. He slipped back to 5th place about 3 laps ago, and then he just slowly got them back into the hunt, and now finds himself in a good quality 2nd place. So we'll look out for the man on the number 24, Harry Parker. A 2-time winner of the Alan Ramage Memorial Trophy. We need to touch on that because the top 12 fastest Supersport 300 riders qualify for the Alan Ramage Memorial. We have 3 3-lap races back to back to back, and you get a front row, middle row, and a back row start. Frantic pace and really good action. So keep an eye on that one. That's the final race on our program tomorrow afternoon, and these guys will turn it on for sure. We've got this one here, lap and a half to go. Cormac Buchanan leads Harry Parker and Caleb Gilmore, but the battle for the podium certainly raging on at the moment.
Yeah, great to have Michelle McLean with us at the moment. Michelle, one of our swingers. He's actually a paramedic based on a rescue helicopter, so there's nobody that would be probably as calm under pressure as you would ever have around Michelle. Michelle, were you listening to yourself when you were feeling this appendicitis coming on? All the great paramedics, of course, will be telling you to keep it calm. And how did it actually feel like it was traumatic for you?
Not really. It was more, I just thought I'd put it down to race nerves after Friday's whip suit and I fell off the back. And then again on Sunday when we had a bit of a moment coming around the inner gear pin, so just put down any butterflies in my tummy just to that, and then it wasn't until Monday when I was actually it's getting quite bad, I better go get some pain relief for it, and then it just got worse from there, and in the back of my mind I was like, it's probably my appendix, but I was trying to tell my body, just make it be food poison just so I can race this weekend. Wasn't the case, but luckily it wasn't burst or anything, so it'll be a simple recovery. So hopefully, Hampton Downs, I'll be back in action.
All right, great. Thank you, Michelle. Back to you, Brad.
Oh, we've got some drama go and unfold in this one here. Cormac Buchanan still leads this one, but Harry Parker's had to pull into the pits with mechanical problems, and also Jason Hearn and Dave Fellows have come together and had a crash in turn number 3, the Castrol curve. So we've had drama on the white flag lap. 1 lap to go. Cormac Buchanan leads this one at the moment. He's now all on his own as well, coming through the bus stop and takes the checkered flag. So a win for Cormac Buchanan, and the drama's unfolded. We get Caleb Gilmore coming home in 2nd place, and on the podium for the first time, Luca Durning. Oh, fantastic stuff. Kane Bentley will finish in 4th place, the only other man to go in the 1:11s with Cormac. So what a top 4 that is. Blaze Heaven gets up 5th place, Logan Rowell in 6th. We've got flying over the line thick and fast now with Regan Bray, Dylan Byrne, Justin Maunder up into 9th place. Shane Miller will get 10th. And, oh man, such drama. We've had Dave Fellows and Jason Hearn crash out of this one, and Harry Parker has had to pull in with a mechanical, all within the space of the final couple of laps. So this one here, more drama than you can shake a stick at. And our Timaru Yamaha Supersport 300 10-lap race, and we needed all 10 of those laps to find out what was all going to go on. But take nothing away from the race win. Cormac Buchanan, absolutely phenomenal. He's won 4 from 4 so far in this championship, and that will feel really good. And his championship rivals, 3 of them have not finished this race here. Caleb Gilmore, he'll get credited with 2nd place. Luca Durning, he'll feel awesome on the Barrack Sports Bar, and the dentists supported Bright Blue R3. Great result for Luca. He's getting better and better every time he goes out on track, so phenomenal stuff. Kane Bentley, good 4th place. In Blaze Heaven will get the 5th place. We've got Logan Rowell, Regan Bray, Dylan Byrne, Justin Maunder and Shane Miller. Cool top 10 there. Maddie Berry's going to get up in 11th. Well done to Maddie. Great championship points there. And more of our awesome female races here at NZSBK. Ollie Fura, Alyssa Wilton and Esmond Williams going to get up to 14th place. Dave Fellows, Jason Hearn, Harry Parker and James Hoogie, the non-classified runners in that one there. Well, while it all unfolded in behind him. He did the job halfway through the race, got out in front and put the hammer down, did a 1:11.1. So he's not far off lap record pace, but good luck over those tyres for the entire weekend. So just did enough. Ends up winning by 4.3 seconds. The young teenage sensation from Invercargill on the Blue Crew Yamaha. We'll cross down to Neil, who will have an absolutely ecstatic Team Yamaha and their man Cormac Buchanan's going to win 4 from 4 in Supersport 300 thanks to Timaru Yamaha there. And Caleb Gilmore, he was early race pace setter, has to settle for second place ahead of Luca Durning. So cool podium. We'll cross down to Neil, who will have our podium celebration.
Just as we're waiting for our class to come in, one of the mentors of our up-and-comers, I've got with us Dr. Steve Bagshaw. First of all, Steve, is this class proving to be everything that you dreamed about?
Yeah, mate, yes, thanks for sneaking up on me like that, Neil.
Yeah, anytime.
Look, this is the breeding ground for future champions, isn't it? 300, it's the introductory class in world super bikes, and it's the best place for the young riders to learn their racecraft here.
Well done, thank you, Steve. There you go. See, I did literally that. I did jump up on Steve, but I knew he would give us his professional point of view, and a man who's been involved in our race scene for a long time, and it really is promoting the talent that we've got in our sport now. So cool. You look at the age of these people out here, folks. These riders. This is fantastic. We've got a 14-year-old winning for a start. This is our introduction to motorcycle road racing. Exactly as Steve pointed out, this is the intro class at a World Superbike event. You will have these 300s as well, and that they are effectively the same bike as these. Yes, they're allowed to do a few different things that make a point of difference, but basically the same. So what you see in New Zealand is what you see on TV. World Supers, certainly hope to see them no matter what the world is plagued with for 2021. I'm sure we're going to have much more racing than we had in 2020, and we look forward to seeing a fine World Superbike Championship. Superbikes and MotoGP, of course, the point of difference is the fact that the Superbikes are based around production motorcycles, whereas MotoGP are based around a factory build, but like Formula One or supercars, you know, the point of difference that there is a Formula One car bears very little resemblance to the same one that anybody would drive around the streets and roads of New Zealand, or for that matter the world. So pretty darn cool to see. Down on the ground, boys, it is a little bit easier actually, so pretty cool stuff. Oh, this is an absolute thrill. We had it in our Pro Twins before. We had 2 newcomers to the podium, and we've had the repeat of that with one of them for sure this time. And Luca, congratulations. How's it feel?
Oh, it feels great to finally get out on the podium for 300 and nationals. It was a hard race. I caught up to the group here and there, but they slowly break away. Unfortunately, with Dave and Jason taking each other out, that's luckily put me in 3rd place.
Yeah, but you've got to take those things. But what an intense group. The 7 of you up front earlier on, that was so cool. How was it like to be part of that?
Oh, it was amazing. It was hard with everyone changing left and right, here and there, down the straight and in the corners. But congratulations to Cormac and Caleb, sorry, for pushing it out, staying in the front.
All right, hey, for you, what does this do? Are you feeling more of a confidence booster? You're one of the busier riders here today doing 2 classes, but do you still like this 300?
Yeah, the 300s is amazing with mainly the passings down the straight rather than the corners. But it's good to be up in the front finally, and yeah, it's good.
Well done. There he is, the man from Whanganui. Great story, Luca. Thank you for the speech. Caleb, you've joined us again up there. Man, oh man, I tell you what, so much happened during that race. That was more drama than some places have in a week.
Yeah, no, that was a hectic race. I managed to get a good start, so I was real happy about that, to be in 3rd position. It's always good to get out the front early, and I broke away, I think, a little bit, and then these boys were just hunting me down the whole time. I was just waiting for Cormac to come past and try to tag on and follow him, but he's carrying some unreal speed, so I thought I'd just try and stick onto him for as long as I could. But the race went on, and we're standing here on the podium now, so I'd just like to thank everyone for that. It's all because of you guys that makes this possible for me, so thank you guys so much.
Beautiful words. Thank you, Caleb. Look at the hair here. It is indeed. Well, Cormac, taking nothing away from you, you're a top-class rider, but you had to work for that one. 3rd place, Cormac Buchanan. It's as if something went wrong.
Yeah, the start was a bit hectic, and I tried to get past Harry as quickly as I could. When I got past him, I just put my head down and got past Caleb into turn 1, so I was pretty happy about that, and then tried to just build a gap, try to put some good pace, and that was really, really good fun. I thought I got a good start, but apparently not. They passed me down the straight, so I was a little bit worried about that, but then once I got past them both again, I was putting some good pace, so thank you to YSS. Without you guys, bike would probably be just crashing on every corner. Thank you to the whole Yamaha team, because without them, you know, I wouldn't be where I am today. Mum and Dad and Tony for coming down, and thank you to everyone that's helped out, and without you guys, I wouldn't be here.
Look at that, what an average age here, folks. This is a 14-year-old superstar joining us up here. Fantastic program for our NZSBK 2021, brought to us by Pirelli in conjunction with Fab Tech, and of course we love them as well. Trust Our Recce, putting community money back into community sport, like right here at Levels International Raceway. We're here at Timaru, NZSBK 2021. Hope you're having a great day. Bring it on.